Hey man, what is good? It's your boy ToneMoneyXL, and we are back with another YouTube video. I'm gonna be reacting to some Jimmy High Roller. It's your boy. Um, it's your boy Jimmy High Roller. We are chatting about Victor Wembanyama. Victor with bananas, dude. Man, shout out Flight. But yeah, man, we finna figure out what the deal is with Victor. I've been seeing him on TV. You know, the man looks kind of crazy, bro. 7'5" with handles, a 3 pointer, and like you're 7'5", bro. I mean, it's nuts, obviously, but you know the Spurs got the number one pick in the draft this year. Where I mean, the news is assuming that they're gonna pick him up. You know, I seen online that they got Parker, Ginobili, and Tim Duncan all supposed to be mentoring him. So like, the things I've been seeing on this man is already crazy. So we just gonna see what else they got to say, man, because it's about to be a very Victor Wembanyama summer. It's let's get to it.
In 1997, the San Antonio Spurs were one of the worst teams in the entire NBA. Finishing the season with just 20 wins and with a rookie head coach leading the way, their future was uncertain. Their two best players were an aging Dominique Wilkins just 1 year away
Oh
from
my
his last
gosh.
NBA season, and their franchise player in David Robinson, who was sidelined with a season-ending injury that would linger for the rest of his career. The franchise was in a downward spiral with no end in sight. But what they did have was one more chance to make it right. Coming off the worst season in franchise history,
Damn,
the
that's
Spurs
kind of
were
how they
given
look
the
like
third
now.
best odds to get the first overall pick in the 1997 draft. Exactly what the organization needed to rejuvenate their roster. But according to pre-draft evaluations, the gap between the potential first pick and the third pick was massive. Get the third pick and settle for a small forward out of Utah named Keith Van Horn, or win the lottery and land on the best NBA prospect in over a decade. A 4-year starter out of Wake Forest by the name of
Bro, but that T Mac was on that bit. Tim Thomas. Okay, yeah, no, that top three is kind of weak, but Tim Duncan, damn, Chauncey. Oh, I have no idea who Brevin Knight is. It's probably good I don't. But yeah, no, everybody on here look pretty normal. Jock Vaughn, I heard of him. Oh, he went to Kansas. Okay.
Tim Duncan. And on the day of the draft lottery, the future of the Spurs franchise and the future of the NBA would change forever.
The second pick in the 1997 NBA draft goes to the Philadelphia 76ers.
Oh,
And that means that the first pick in the 1997 NBA draft goes to the San Antonio Spurs. Congratulations.
See this guy right here? That's Spurs chairman Peter Holt. And in this moment, he was the happiest man on earth because he just won the first overall pick in the 97 NBA draft. Who he would pick was already a foregone conclusion. But not Peter or anyone else at the time knew that the Spurs just won the rights to one of the greatest players in the history of the game. And this very moment was the beginning of one of the greatest dynasties in NBA history. And now, 26 years later, luck would have it that the Spurs have found themselves
be right back.
in the middle.
bro, I'm gonna be real sad if y'all can hear my dog crunching in the back of this video, man.
Of another historic night once again, because they now have the rights to the number one overall pick in the 2023 NBA draft. And the prospect they plan on picking up is claimed to be bigger and better than anything we have ever seen. As we get closer to draft day, the hype surrounding Victor Wembanyama is growing by the minute. Experts and analysts claiming he's the greatest prospect in the history of the sport. Some even claiming he's the best prospect of any sport ever. The franchise that gets him believed to have hit the basketball jackpot that will set them up for 2 decades of success and championships. But how good can one prospect actually be? Fans already talking about future championships for the Spurs since they've
Bro, word on the
essentially
street
landed
is that
victory.
he's
But
nasty.
turning potential greatness into real winning and championships is a task that very few players have ever been capable of doing. Today's video is sponsored by DraftKings. The playoffs are in full swing. Kings are on 150 sport weight pick.
Damn, this ad. The
Out of
fuck,
the last
bro?
25 number one overall draft picks, how many do y'all think have won a Finals MVP? Maybe 4 or 5?
2.
How about 1?
Oh,
There has been
damn.
one number one overall pick in the last 25 seasons who has won a Finals
Only
MVP.
LeBron? Y'all gotta do better, bro.
MVPs are about the toughest thing to win in all of basketball. So what about regular season MVPs? How many of the last 25 first
2.
overall picks have won at
Wait,
least
no,
one
no,
of
no, no, no,
those?
no, no, 2.
2.
Ooh, let's go. Come on now.
That's
Flex
it.
on my NBA
How about
knowledge.
this? How many of the last 25 number one overall picks do you think have won a championship? They could be a role player for all I care, as long as they have
Probably
a ring
like
that counts.
4, bro.
The answer is still just 6.
Oh,
Winning
6.
in the
Okay,
NBA
okay. That's
is
gonna be my
very,
next guys.
very
Andrew
hard to
Bogut,
do.
AD's
But
on there,
fans and
Kyrie.
experts are
Yeah.
already putting this burden on a kid who hasn't even been drafted yet. But we've done this before. Unrealistic hype.
My
and
NBA knowledge
expectations
not that
met
bad,
with
guys.
inevitable
I'll be watching.
disappointment. It feels like just yesterday,
least trying
Zion
to.
Williamson was being regarded as the greatest basketball prospect of the decade, and yet here we are, 4 years
But, bro,
later,
it's never
and Zion
fucking
has
played.
in just 29 games over the last 2 seasons. And
Come
has
on, buddy,
yet
you
to
gotta
play
suit up.
in a single playoff game. Great player,
Please.
but as of right now, far from the franchise-altering force he was hyped up to be. Here's another player who was said to be a generational prospect coming into the NBA, nicknamed the Fresh Prince, being that he was the successor to
Ben
LeBron
Simmons!
James.
Hey!
Simmons.
Let's
He
go!
was too afraid to take a shot in a playoff
Fuck
game.
y'all,
He
man.
peaked in his second
Fuck
season
y'all,
in the
bro.
league. And we do this to young players far more often than you would think. DeAndre Ayton.
I'm
is
tired of
a
the Ben
solid
Simmons
NBA
slander,
player.
man.
Nowhere near a superstar, but he could be a key piece on a championship-winning team. Now, would you believe that just 3 months before he was drafted, he was labeled as a, quote, anomaly? In the moment, it always feels like the next guy up is going to be the guy. And then shortly after, we forget about the unwarranted comparisons and move on to the next guy. But to really understand how rare it is to draft a player who becomes an all-time great, stays healthy, and stays loyal to the franchise that drafted him, we have to look at the teams and players who actually
Slim.
did it. If we're talking about transcendent players who led the team that drafted them to multiple championships, then that list only includes 7 players who were drafted in the modern NBA. Over 3,000 players drafted since 1980, and 7 of them went on to be a loyal, franchise-altering talent. These players right here are icons, legends in their franchise and to the game, and they only come around about once in a decade. Now, if Victor is as good as advertised, he could be added to this list one day, but the path to get there is long and
Tough.
real.
'Cause Barkley not on that bit.
But in the NBA, even the stars, superstars, and
Patrick Ewing.
once-in-a-generation talents struggle to win the ultimate prize. Luka
Damn.
Doncic has been a phenom since he entered the NBA, so far exceeding all pre-draft
Luka.
expectations. And yet 5 seasons into his NBA journey, and he has yet to see the finals, and even missed the playoffs in this last season. Kevin Durant is one of the greatest players to ever touch a basketball, but even he had to abandon the
Well,
team
yeah.
that drafted him
Look
to
what he
join
did.
a juggernaut of a team to win a championship. James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Chris Paul, Damian Lillard, Joel Embiid. The list of all-time great players who have yet to win a title or find any real success in the playoffs is massive, which makes the expectations on Wembanyama all the more baffling. To think that a 19-year-old can come into a struggling franchise and turn everything around may not be realistic. And even worse, it may not even be fair to the young man. Ironically, the best turnaround directly caused by a rookie in modern NBA history was by Tim Duncan. After the Spurs drafted Duncan, their win total jumped from 20 wins in 1997 to 56 wins in 1998. A 36-win jump in Timmy's first season with the team and a championship in his second season. This is by far the greatest leap a team has ever seen simply by adding a rookie to their roster. Larry Bird was another immediate franchise-altering player for the Celtics, but that was nearly half a century ago. LeBron couldn't do it, KD couldn't do it, Steph and Michael took years to pull it off. And yet somehow, we don't just want, but we expect this 19-year-old kid to do it. I really think some fans don't understand the pressure that they are putting on Wembanyama. He could be great, amazing, injury-free, generational, and to expect this level of excellence out of him could still be far too much. Over the past 25 seasons, the average MVP finishes the season with a win share total of 15.2. Over that same time span, the average All-Star has a win share total of 10. And among the 450 active players in any given season, the average single-season win share total across the league is just 2. Now, over the last 25 years, among number 1 overall picks in their rookie season, the average win share total is 4.2.
Yeah.
That number jumps to 5.7 in their second season and then hits 7.9 in their third season. But by season 4, many of these once prodigies start to lose their minutes. They fall out of the rotation, they fail to adapt their game and skill sets to the NBA. The average win share falls to 6.7. And by season 5, by the time we as fans have made a decision on these players, the average win share total falls to just 5.9. About the same as the average starter in the NBA. This is the career of an average number 1 overall pick in the NBA.
Well, I
see
mean,
number
that's
1 overall players as the guys who.
That's still like, because if you look at it, and a number 1 overall pick is adding just as many win shares as the average NBA starter, isn't that still successful? Because granted, like, you know, they're a number 1 pick, so like everybody has the super high expectations for him. You know, they want him to save the franchise and do all of this and all of this jazz. But in reality, you just added another player to your team because your team was fucking ass, bro. Like, you got literally a high-quality starter that just happens, well, a potential high-quality starter that just happens to be one of the youngest players in the league. Like, I feel like that's why we do the draft, is because you add better talent to your team to make them better in the future. Oh, no, almost like the NBA fucking planned that shit, bro, like, to make sure that it happens this way. Come on now. But yes, bro. This number's accurate. I could see this, and it sounds about right. I would look at, you know, I would look at him that way. Pretty much. I mean, everybody's playing good minutes, so fuck it.
Guys like Kyrie.
I don't know what I'm talking about though.
But we forget.
Who knows?
Far more often, these number 1 overall picks pan out to be players like Markelle Fultz.
Yes, bro. Exactly. Exactly. Bro, hold on. Let me get Ben off the screen, bro. This is exactly what the fuck exactly what I was trying to say without like saying it, but he said it better. Not every number 1 pick is gonna be a Kyrie, a AD, you feel me? A LeBron James. Like, Victor Wembanyama could be fucking Smush Parker for all we know. Except for Smush Parker, not 7'5". But yeah, bro, like, Victor Wembanyama could be mid, bro. Like, you feel me? Y'all could be giving him respect to Ben Simmons, but y'all could be giving him the Ben Simmons treatment here in a little bit. Respect to the Frenchman. I hope he has a great career. You know, I fuck with the country, but I mean, we just gotta. I don't know. I won't probably say nothing too crazy until I actually like see him play in the league. I'm kind of concerned for like his body style. Like, his frame look kind of thin. I mean, I'm skinny too, but granted, I'm not an NBA player, so like, I got that one. But yeah, bro, like, and then also 7'5" players, bro. Like, naturally taller players get injured more. So, you know, I don't know. I don't want to like put no bad juju on his career or nothing, but I expect him to be a pretty good player, you know. But like, these generational draft comparisons, bro, like, we can't really like. I get it, you know. It's because we don't have shit to do because basketball is like basically over now. But like, damn, bro, we gotta chill with overhyping these players, bro, because we're ruining their careers before they even start, bro. Like, we not even giving them a chance to show us if they good or not, and y'all just kind of deciding it for them, which is unfair to them because all they really got to do is just hoop. But yeah, man.
And out to be players like Markelle Fultz, Andrea Bargnani,
Anthony fucking Bennett, bro. It's crazy. Ben Simmons! Hey! Come on now. Blake Griffin.
Still rarely a championship or real hardware or impact.
And bro, do not. I don't give a fuck what nobody says, bro. Like that whole Sixers stuff was not Ben Simmons' fault, bro. The franchise is cooked, bro. Like that franchise is just bad. I don't care who says it. I don't care who has to hear it, bro. But like, free Ben Simmons, bro. Free Ben Simmons. He was just on a bad team, bro.
For the last 25 years, the players who had the largest impact in their rookie season.
Look at that, bro. Ben Simmons, bro. Best season.
12 next best rookies of the last
best rookie season.
Seasons. You are looking at the greatest rookie seasons of this century, and yet
come on, man.
Half of them were even the best player on their team by the end of their first season in the league.
Well, look at the fucking team Ben Simmons played for, bro. Like, he's on the Sixers. Yeah, Joel Embiid, bro. That team was stacked.
To take a guess at how
of
many
course.
Of these players even made the playoffs in their rookie season.
Ben Simmons was in the playoffs, wasn't he?
2.
Oh no, he wasn't. Well, he was in later.
Entered the league over the last 25
but I mean, it's a
seasons.
process still.
A single one.
Oh no, man, y'all gotta get off Ben Simmons' meat.
And among these same 15 rookie sensations, by their third season in the league, only 4 of them managed to lead their team to the playoffs.
Damn, Ben Simmons wasn't in the.
It is very hard to win in the NBA. But like some sort of gambling addict, us NBA fans like to count the wins while ignoring the losses. Somehow the countless misses we've had are outweighed by the 1 or 2 we got right. Is Victor Wembanyama the most hyped NBA prospect of all time? Well, I'm not sure. Some experts that have been around a lot longer than I have would like to say so. But if my memory serves me right, I can recall a 17-year-old LeBron James drawing so much attention that he managed to have an Ohio high school basketball game featured on national television. Long before social media, the likes of LeBron James, Patrick Ewing, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar were all household names before they even put on an NBA jersey. I don't know if Wembanyama is at that level of hype at the moment, but he's getting there. And with that amount of hype comes overwhelming pressure to perform. It's easy to sit back and watch this kid play, see his incredible tools in action. 7 feet 5 inches tall, 8-foot wingspan with a silky smooth jump shot and world-class defensive instincts, and one can only assume he will find immediate or even eventual success in the form of championships and cultural impact in the NBA. Coaches and scouts who have been around the game for decades and have seen every prospect rise through the ranks over the years are saying Victor Wembanyama is better than all of them. It would take an era-defining talent to come into the NBA and transform a franchise into a dynasty. But if Victor is everything we think he is, he may just be the next player to do it.
Damn, that's crazy. Well, that's it for that, man. If you're watching this, man, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We just crossed that 50 sub marker, so turn us up. Peace out, gang.